Cannes Jeschka, the champion of the Mediterranean Poker Party main event. More than 500,000. Is it sweet?
It's unbelievable. It's great. Yeah, I mean, this is like my biggest score and like my biggest victory ever, and I'm just very happy and glad and fortunate to.
What was your main event ride? How many bullets? What was about the first day? Something special or?
It took me 4 bullets. First bullet, I was blind straight over straight.
Oh.
I busted first bullet. Second bullet, I busted aces versus queens, all in pre-flop. And third bullet, I made a bluff that I think was good, but I got called. And then the fourth bullet went pretty well. I think after the start, I think from basically day 2 to end of day 3 and start of final table, I never was under 40 big blinds or so.
Wow, that's rare. That's rare.
It is rare, yeah. It was a pretty
smooth
consistent run, and yeah.
And what about the final table? We talked before, you know.
Yeah.
I remember what you told me. Was it smooth all around, like as we saw from the final table coverage, or what's the hand you would tell it was like crucial ones that then you started to believe you can do it till the end? I mean, what about the final table experience?
I mean, the first crucial one I can think about is where I opened ace king and Korai 3-bet from the big blind. I don't remember exactly. I think it was like 40 or 50 big blinds deep or so, and I decided I think it was like 40 big blinds deep, and I decided to just flat the ace king and play it very passively. Like, I was talking to a few buddies afterwards in the break, and most of them were like, you should definitely bet turn, you have the nuts after he checks turn and stuff like that, or you should just jam pre-flop and whatever, which was kind of
unconventional line, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it's still I'm in a pretty decent spot at this final table. I thought I get a good chance to pick my spots against the opponents I want to pick it against, and take a low variance line. So that was the kind of first crucial one, and obviously I had a king on the flop. If I would have jammed, I would have doubled up straight away. But I mean, you don't want to really get it in for that kind of flip on the final table. So I mean, that was one of the crucial ones, and then I lost also against Korea. I lost the flip ace king versus queens afterwards, which is pretty big. But then again against Korea, I won the flip sixes against ace king. It was crazy, right? Always against Korea.
Poker God send you that.
Yeah, Poker God send me the queen. It's insane. And then, I mean, the queen, it's very funny because we were playing this Mamacita game, where every time you win a hand with a queen, you have to show it.
Okay.
And now I won with ace queen, and we had a bunch of spots me and Arseny, yeah. Yeah, where the queen played a key role. It was kind of funny. Yeah, and now ace queen was my winning hand. I mean, yeah.
If I understood it right, you had the deal on the final table. If you have the queen, you have to show it.
Yes, exactly.
How that idea came up? Who did it, and how it?
I think it came up because Korai had pocket queens 4 or 5 times. It was crazy.
On the final table.
Yeah, on the final table, he had it 4 or 5 times, and then. And it was the third time he was Mamacitas again, and then the fourth time again Mamacitas, and then I think Arseno came up with the idea, which is every time you win a hand with a queen, you have to show it.
You have to show it, yeah? One card, yeah, with the queen?
Just the queen, yes,
okay.
yes. Really funny, yeah, and then we did it. Everybody agreed. Which is nice, because sometimes you have 1 or 2 guys.
Yeah, no, so serious. It's the biggest final deal.
Exactly.
Did you feel after making the deal, the game changed? Of course, the clock was shortened to 30 minutes, but maybe the guys get a little bit relaxed, or that, winner take all 100,000, as you were playing for that, was motivated enough, and everybody was playing so serious as it was before. I mean, did the deal change the dynamics?
The main thing is, after we made the deal and it's first place gets paid only, all the ICM considerations are taken out of,
order, yeah.
are gone, So it's basically we're playing chippy V then, which obviously changes a lot. Especially when we were 5-6 handed, I made some crazy kind of. I had a lot of tough decisions. I feel like with Ace Jack, for example, where 15 bigs and and he had 7 bigs or so, and I was in the cutoff, and I folded ace jack off in the cutoff, and I'm not sure about it, like 15 bigs. Bunch of like these kind of situations where, because of the ICM, like you have to adapt your ranges and whatever a lot. And then, I mean, that took away all the ICM considerations, and obviously, like before, like second to first was like a 300k pay jump. I don't know, like how much it affected the other guys, but for me, that's a lot of money, obviously. And for me, I think it definitely took away some of the pressure, kind of having, you know, being like not having the risk to just cash for a third place, you know. And I don't think like because I didn't really have like any like very close decisions, I don't think it would have changed anything of the outcome, but it definitely made me more relaxed, I would say, yeah, for sure.
And you told about life-changing money. What's the first thing comes to your mind, you know? Okay, guys, I know you showed during our photo shoot, you know how to party. Okay, you will make party, that's for sure. But what about other things, you know? You will invest, you will buy something special, you know? What's the first thing that goes to your mind when you know that, you know, it was the life tonight was changed for you, you know?
The money is still very relevant for me, the money I made with this. And also like mainly like the prestige, I would say, you know, because like it's my first major tournament win, and I went to Vegas last year, and that was kind of, everything was going well for me till that point, and I went to Vegas and I was very excited, and I lost a bunch of money there, and since then I've just been on a huge downswing. And
year. Like you're talking about Vegas last year.
Yeah, it's been like maybe 8 or 10 months. It's been very hard. Like my friends know about everything. Like it's been very tough mentally as well. Like
okay.
And so this is kind of, on the one hand, it's like, you know how kind of like in poker, because it's not like, even if you're playing good, you don't always win. You know, you can still lose. So when you're losing over a bit of a longer period of time, on the one hand, you're like kind of doubting yourself, like how
am I good? Like, do I play properly? Maybe, you know, like
exactly.
I know.
And at the same time, it's like how do you really prove people that you are good?
Yeah.
like
that's a good point.
The first thing, like there's maybe like 10 people or maybe even less that really know like how I play, because we're talking hand histories all the time. They know my stats, they know how I play, whatever. But like there's like only those few people that actually know how I play, and then all the other people, they just see like the results, you know. They just see like, this is how much money you make, this is how many final tables you make, this is how many tournaments you win and stuff like that. And I haven't won anything in like 8 months, you know, not even online. Like I haven't won anything. Like,
can we tell it's relief, you know? It's like
it is definitely.
Congratulations.
In a lot of ways, like financially, like prestige-wise, like I definitely made like a few, I think maybe like 1 or 2 mistakes and like a few inconsistencies maybe, but I think I played pretty solid most of the time. And also, I mean, obviously the result just kind of shows that I think that I'm a decent player, you know, and it kind of proves that, you know. Yeah.
You told your friends know about things, but I have some also insights from, you know. Is it true that it was like such a tiny possibility for you to come for this festival? It wasn't planned and etc.
Yeah.
It was kind of accident.
Yeah. I think I don't know what day it was actually. I think I flew in on Wednesday at 3 a.m. and Paul, my friend Paul, he called me at 7 p.m. on Tuesday and said,
spontaneous.
Let's go to Cyprus. And I was playing pool at the time, and I was like, Cyprus 5K, I can't afford it. And then he was like, you know, talking about who can stake me and stuff like that, whatever. And because I'm starting, actually, I'm finishing my bachelor's degree.
Okay.
And I'm starting on Wednesday as the first lecture, actually. So I was already planning to move into my flat on Saturday yesterday. So I was like in a bit of a dilemma, because I wanted to move into the flat. I told the guy I'm coming at this date, I want to start studying and whatever. but then it was kind of like too good of a deal to say no to, especially because of the experience. I mean, the hotel, and it's a beautiful place here, obviously. So I made the decision to come, got 2 hours of sleep, and flew here, and it's insane.
And life changed.
I just won this tournament. It's crazy. Yeah.
Beautiful to hear that, you know, and I'm really happy that, you know, this Mediterranean poker party and Merit Poker makes, you know, the dreams come true, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Never
so much.
have once again such a big bet, like downswing, you know.
Thank you.
Beat the life.
Appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, thank
you
you so much.